Mic check 1 2. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Fine. Okay. I'll just continue doing my warm up then, and then I'll lab out the lessons. Then after that, I guess do the lessons immediately. If there are no questions. Of course, the stream just started, so I'll give it some time. Finishes my short warm up. Now, get the labbing. Oh well, just double checking the info rather for the lessons.
Get ready for the next battle.
Wait a minute, this is wall Okizeme. I don't have to be in Yakushima. I can be in a different stage. Like, where do I want to be? Oh no, I can just stay in, yeah, because you can just... no, but if I want to do it off a full combo... Urban Square? I mean, it works. Yeah, because when I did it, it was in geometric plane, so it has to be a practice mode looking kind of stage. Included training ground? I mean, it works. Oh, that's pretty small. This one, 28. 28. Yeah, okay, how about you just go with Urban Square?
Get ready for the next battle.
Right, and then if I do with my regular combo, it always hits the wall, right? Yeah, it should. Okay. Let me just double check stuff I looked for in the last one. Yeah, so it's about which options beat what. Okay. So all these Oki options for the most part are the same Oki options in the Tekken 7. They call this the Tekken 7 video. Literally the same. This is what I mean by this character has not changed much. Besides, I guess, his obvious nerfs. and I'll just check all. But of course, to like do that quickly, do that to all. And turn this off. Really? Oh, there you go. So it's just a matter of like how you do your forward. Okay. Tornado. Oh, it doesn't activate. Oh, okay. Well, I should say no quick recovery. Alright. So, quick recovery does not activate here. So it's only the tech rolls. Just the tech roll? Okay. So no quick recovery and no back roll. Which means only 2 out of the 4 work. Flash, quick back roll. And I guess everything else works. Turn that off. Focus on these. Only one I focus on. And up. Oh, they get hit. Okay. So they should be able to wake up the blocker. Oh, do you block this? Ah, it's a big tech roll, right? Yeah. Basically, if they do any of the other options here, they lose. I wonder if R50D3 still hits here. Probably does. Yeah, but I mean, you only go +1. And again, you get the wall splat too. Yeah, that's good. Classic RFF back two. An old reliable. Control. Okay. Side roll. You are not punishable after that, for sure. You're probably still fine. Yeah. It doesn't even counter hit the mid kick. Doesn't counter to hit that either. Oh yeah, that's when you counter hit. What do you mean, stuck sitting? Stuck sitting or stuck standing? And if you don't need to go to the CR or anything, then I guess you're fine for the most part, right? You're just you're at the mercy of your cat. Truly at the mercy. Like, no, this human shall serve me. Keep you no, your cat will keep you company. The RFF back 2 for the most part only loses to. How did I write it down? Ah, okay, I put a semicolon. RFF back to no get up. Basically, they have to stay on the floor. And then the other thing I have to check is how much frames do you have of a side roll? start position, switch position. Oops. And then right, because you can restart. So that's 16. And I'm just gonna side roll. And then side roll. Okay, so you won't die. I don't think so. That doesn't even register as a punish. They can't punish you for this. Yeah, they can't. I need a wall standing for. Give me wall standing for. Yeah. Yeah, no. It's just safe as hell. So you really only lose to stay on the floor, gang. Like if they stay on the floor and they don't get up, yeah, you're fine. But if they do any wake up option, for the most part, they're forced to, what do you call this? They're forced to block. Is the format still the same? You mean the test streams? No. We're back to the regular schedule, Argus. So Fridays is the viewer sets. So Cheese Dojang. So next Friday, G. Kasi you should... Oh, no, right. Because my Saturdays, ano... What was my Saturday before? Dojang exhibitions? Yeah, I think so. Which was viewer sets. Viewer versus viewer sets. And I don't do that anymore. Because, yeah. Because Open Hwoarang Lessons was done every Tuesday. Yeah, it's different. So, schedule now for the most part is like Tuesday, I play sets against... random players, so I just go on matchmaking. Wednesday, I update my written resources. Thursday, I do replay takeovers, so if you want me to look at a replay, I look over it, give my thoughts, blah blah blah. And then Friday is Cheese Dojang, so that's when you play sets with me. And I think I've had like a record-breaking... Basically, I broke the record for Tekken 7's Cheese Dojang. Like I had like 16 or so-ish players or higher. I know it wasn't 20, but it was definitely under 20. But it was higher than 15. I was like, I never accommodated that many players before. And then Saturdays is always where I get my content. How this channel survives. I mean, I'm free tomorrow. Although, I wouldn't know what time I'd wake up tomorrow. I don't know what time I'll be awake tomorrow. I guess Oki's still the same. Can you do FF3? Yeah, I guess you could do FF3. Ooh, okay, never mind. Not like that. Oh, you can. There's a specific timing? Yeah, it's not as... I can see people make errors on this. Ito on your notif, bet. You're tired, give me a Senzu, here you go. Throw Senzu. Just like how Goku gives all his opponents a Senzu bean. Just like it'd be no fun if I don't beat you at your best. Okay, I have to check if this is interruptible. It kinda looks interruptible. Like if I don't want to include like the back turn Oki. I mean, well, I guess our back turn Oki's still okay. Damn, I didn't know you were supposed... I mean... Goku gives both his allies and his enemies Zenzu beans. Oh, you can't mash, Lamau. Can I rage art? Hold on. Can I RA? Oh wait, I have to tech first. can't. Okay, this is legit as hell, huh? Bro, this is wow, this is stupid. Okay. So I have the regular Oki RFF back 2, back 3 plus 4 into RFF DF3, then the 1 plus 2, and then I guess Flamingos. So 4 options? Oh no, that's 5. 5 Oki options. Gohan missed catching the Senzu Bean, yeah. And then Boo is like, thank you. Hit B. Back turn while standing 2-3. Yeah, that's real Oki. Realist of real Oki. Oh yeah, Argus, you've been playing some Lydia, right? Yeah, I've seen like your uploads. How do you feel about Lydia so far? I think this is gonna end up the same thing as RFF back 2, wherein, what do you call this? It beats everything. As long as you do it right. Right, I forget. This doesn't activate anymore. Stand up. Oh, okay. They block it instead. RFF back 2 was hitting them. So like, I wouldn't go for the homing. If I could get this is better. Oops. Yeah, if you do F3 plus 4 into it, it's a little bit hard. Or I'm finding it difficult at least. Yeah, they wake up in time. So they'll block it. And then you're left with a +1 situation. I wonder if you can just like get running 3. Right, but then this will lose to like tech roll, right? I guess depending on how you do it. That's not bad. I really missed the dumb LFS forward 3 into right, because that was like a counter hit launcher. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like really, really good. Do I put RFF DF3 as an option? I mean, it will wall splat. Then yeah, running 3's then again, it's easy. It's easier in aid, right? I mean, also FF3 is an option. You can do FF3. The problem is the timing. So if you don't get the timing right, this is what happens to you and you lose. Once in a lifetime launcher. Yeah, I think I only got like that combo once or twice. Definitely less than 5 times. Yeah, because the Oki options I have here in the notepad are RFF back 2, the 1 plus 2 back turn Oki, then forward 3 into any left flamingo option, and then F neutral 4 into any right flamingo option. I feel like they all work for the they all work because it's just a classic. It's just classic. It's just the classic stuff, bro. Okay, but they get out. Well, of course, it depends on the tech, yeah. Where's the shorts? It'll get uploaded. It's already scheduled. So I mean, you just gotta wait for 12 midnight, and we'll get there because like this stream will definitely last like 3 hours or something like that, right? Even 5. I guess CD3 is an option. I mean, a lot of things are options. That's the thing. Like, you can do whatever you want because it's just good. Well, not everything, but you can still do a lot of things. Okay, well, I was testing RFF DF3, so I'll just finish it. I'll just finish testing it. It's just that it doesn't hit. Back 3 is an option. Yeah, back 3 is an option. Would I run back 3? Oh, you can get it. Ah, so if you're fast enough. So I can get the guaranteed hit. Okay, so only on wake up backwards. Okay. Side roll, this is the one that should avoid it. Just let RF back to. Ah! Okay, so that's what you sacrifice. The fact that RFF back 2 hits stand up and wake up. And you don't get punished by side roll, but I mean, you still have an advantage as they wake up. But you do hit side rolls. Oh, you don't hit the other side roll? Oh no, you do. Crazy, dude. Yeah, and then this will splat. 68 damage, bro. They basically died. Recovery kick. Okay. Okay. Spring kick. One more time. Okay. So RFFD of 3 loses to no get up. So basically, if they stay on the floor, that's the only thing it loses to. No get up. So for back turn, I guess what I have to test for back turn is plasma blades, right? Yeah. That's more or less what I'll be testing. Plasma blades. No, RFF DF3 doesn't hit grounded. See this? It just hits really low. So like if the opponent techs their hurt box, like for as long as they extend their hurt box, then RFF DF3 will hit it. Oh, it's okay. We in the realm of unreasonable buffs again. Okay. Yeah, for this one, this just depends on like the option you're doing. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting the throws. Oh man, as they wake up, huh? Yeah, but it should. Front roll should avoid this. Yeah, but you don't wake up at a disadvantage at all. For like whiffing that. Or like going for that option. And if we go Plasma Blade, then yeah, they lose. No, it's gotta follow the same time. You have to hold down. Huh, okay. It still hits. It still hits. Ah, that's too slow. I need to be like a half second faster there. There you go. That's a lot of HP lost. Recovery kick. Hwoarang should be able to block during RFFD3. Yeah, he should be like airborne. Still be able to block in air. Just like how Devil Jin was able to. Like after he does up. Was it just up 3+4? Like for Man Will Fly before in Tekken 7? Yeah, the mid-air block. Okay, so basically this one, it just depends on like which option you do. But for the most part, if you just do the Plasma Blades, it's just -13. -13 if launcher. That's it. Actually, it's -13 both ways, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's negative 13 both ways. So negative 13 if launcher or low. And then it just beats up so many wake up options. And then she's like, which left flamingo option do I test? So this is against Ekro. Ekro left. I mean, they have to eat that. Yeah, right? They have to. Chord. Whoops. Chord again. Oh, then again, you could just do back force, right? Oh, my ball standing for doesn't even come out. Oh, there you go. Now my button comes out. Okay, so forward 3 is the one I'll test then. So... yeah, okay, I already know what the answer is. It's probably just no get up, but... we'll test it just to always make sure that all the information's right. That's the important part. And then you put yourself at a +4 scenario. Okay, yeah, but they get out of the wall. I mean, it's okay. The only issue is that, yeah, they're out. Which makes the flamingo options, I guess, less... oh, wait, hold on. Would that keep them in place for this one? No, they still get out regardless. Okay. Never mind. No reason to do the DF3 cancel then. Oh, that hits. Wow. Is your cat still on you, Flame? He's like my perch. My throne. Like, no, cat finally got off. I'm free. Freedom. 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 Okay, but these aren't counter-hit launching. Oh, well, rather, turning into a heat engager. Ah, so if it's wake up low, okay. Also only wake up mid. Finally got off. You are free now. This is also just no get up. Bro, these options are so good in Tekken 8 now. What? R50 so you can block when they add the cold system. Yes, the cold system. Very, very cold system. Where blocking gives you a lot. Make me full of hair. I mean, that's how it be, right? Is it? Okay, well, I'm copying this off the Tekken 7 notes. It says RFS F4. Nah, I don't want to make the opponent wake up into RFS F4. I mean, yeah, if you do this, I guess you make them wake up into, like, Hell Sweep, right? Yeah. I'll only go with 4 options, so I'll remove right Flamingo. Okay, so that means I'm done labbing LFS3 F4. It's so simple. So easy. Oh my goodness. And then now, LFS3-2. And LFS3-2, well, this is basically just running 3 again. It's just a matter of, like, can the opponent, what do you call this? Rage Art, FF3 as they wake up. Because I know I did get that in rank. Like, opponents were waking up into a rage art. Let's just see if it's the same here. Error. I made the mistake. Rip your clothes. Hey, just go back to the laundry, that's all it is. Wow. Making the mistake. There you go. And just hold back. The dishwasher will not even say that. Really? Okay, they can't RA either. So if your opponent's able to RA you in this OP, that is on you. That means your FF3 was too slow. Yeah, I can't. I've been trying to mash RA. I'm gonna mash DF3. Wait a minute. I can't throw out Rage Art, but I can throw out Power Crush? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, I see Hwoarang about to like do his Rage Art. But then I can do the Power Crush. Interesting. I mean, whatever. Let the opponent have it. It's not a problem. Because at that point, that means you're just gonna answer back with down back 4. Down back 4 or down 3-4. Or something else. I wonder if... Would you up 4? Nah, up 4 feels kind of meh. It's 1 frame faster than the RA. Ah, okay, that's why. Up 4 G plus 4? No, it doesn't make sense. Running 3? I mean, yeah, if you got the execution. But if FF3 is already losing, then running 3 will also lose. DF4, that's a waste of getting wall pressure. Stance switch? Here we go again, the same exact Oki. Oh, I can power crush this one too. And I can rage art it. I guess stance switch is out of the question. That doesn't work. SS4 will lose to... Yeah, probably. No, it won't. Wait, hold on. Alright, yeah, because he takes forever to do it. Yeah, he takes forever to do it. I mean, yeah, FF3 is not getting... I mean, if you only lose at a Power Crush, then that means you're just working around the Power Crush. So it's like FF3 down 3-4. Like, there's nothing more to explain. Or nothing more to, like, add on it. It's just like, if you just want to be safer, just do down back 4. Simple as that. Yeah, okay, I'll just use the computer now and test Oki. So side, Yukimi left. Oh, right. These don't work, right. Back quick roll is the only thing that works. Back 3 more. Yes, the truest of Okis. Yeah, if you just want to make it safe down. Oh no, wait, I tried to stand switch into... Yeah, this is 19 frames and I already stand switch into 16. That means I'll also lose the Rage Art. I mean, yeah, ignition barrage if you have it. If you have heat. But then that'll lose to like if they don't get up. I can't do RFF DF3 anymore. So there's not as much frames compared to LFS3 F4 when they back quick roll. End up. Yep. Yeah, down 3-4 with these there. Doesn't hit grounded. Yeah, if you just change it to down back 4. Yeah, I'm gonna add that. So it's basically just 2 lows and 1 mid. Then I guess DF3 plus 4 if you have heat. Does up forward 2 lose to RA? I will check. Yeah. FF3 is the threshold. So if I go back to my FF3 recording, I legitimately can't rage art at all. And I can only power card. I mean, would you say no to a +6 at the wall? Probably not, right? RFF up forward 2 into RFF transition, yeah. For as long as they're holding. Oh. Right, so this one loses to down 3-4 loses to stand up. Then I guess FF3 and this one's wake up tech roll to PC, and then down back 4 will lose to tech roll to block. Yeah. So where we stand up. FF3 at the wall still good? Yeah, it's just hella good. You mean you want up forward to transition into RFF? It would look off, wouldn't it? Yeah, while this is new OP, it's so easy. Like to explain. It'll probably be like 10 minutes tops. Okay. Even front roll down 3-4 different hit. Okay. Interesting. Backlash into RFF. That'd be really strong. Probably a bit too strong. I thought you were just gonna ask for the regular one wherein it goes to right flamingo. It's like, no, we gotta make it better. RFF. At +4. Actually would be pretty good. Backlash into backlash into backlash. Guess what? Another backlash? Exactly. Wow, okay, they wake up. That was a counter hit. Right, down 3-4. Oh, okay, so there's a danger. Okay. Interesting. Into DF4, yeah. Backlash into DF4 2. RFS 2 would be nuts. That's why they don't give it to us. Alright, I have to test the other two options. Fine. Also fine. Recovery kick. Ah. Nice. Alright, down 3-4. Okay, this one doesn't register as a counter hit. Yeah, after down back 4, or even down 3-4, probably. Okay, maybe not in that scenario. Yeah, okay. So stand up, wake up, and then front roll. And then this is wake up low. Which means recovery kick will do the same. We deserve these buffs for playing this tricky character. Maybe. 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 Ah, wait. Spring attack will also act the same way. Yeah, but then if I down back 4, then yeah, they're in trouble. And if they get up wrong, that's a ball splat. Or not. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, that finishes 2 Okies. So now the last thing I have to test is while standing 4-4. And I'm just gonna copy the same options that are already here from Tekken 7. So that's RFF 3, down back 3, down back 4. Oh wait, but we have we have down 4 now here. Right. That changes a lot of things. We have down 4 here. Alright, it's supposed to be... Yeah, that's the usual. That's the safe one. Is that who I think it is? Much thanks for liking cheese. El Lamau. Lamau. Thank you, Shad. Right, while standing 4-4. Right, I just need to see down 4. Ah, it doesn't... Okay, but you could down back 3. I mean, they could wake up to block it. So what's your Oki? RFF 3 and then RFF down back 3. Oh, wait! This hits grounded now, right? Ah. Yeah, hold up. Right, all of this doesn't work anymore, right? Right. Yeah, I remember. If you spike that way, they lose all of it. Okay. Yeah, but you could die. Can't you just down 3+4? If it hasn't changed, they can block it. So yeah, they can wake up low parry this, but for the most part, yeah, if they do block it, then you're only -11. Which is fine. This old school. I mean, this Oki's just hella good. Yeah, and then just DF3, right? Just DF3. How fun. Yeah, so you can use RFF3, RFF DF3, down back 4, down 3 plus 4. That's a lot of options. A lot. You can also use right plasma blade. That's a thing. And yeah, there's no pushback on that, so they will be punishing your launcher for the most part at negative 13. Isn't there supposed to be more pushback on this one before? Why is it so close? Yeah, that's so close. What happened to... I remember it just having some pushback. That didn't feel like there was any. Interesting. Okay, so I mean, I can remove it then. So I just have to check if you can get hit by... What do you call this? If you can interrupt RFF DF3. Because if you can't, then I guess all the Oki I just tested is just like dumb. Just all dumb Oki. No, I can't press there. No. Yeah, okay, so it's just like, it's a terrible situation. RFF3 hits grounded. That's the main reason why you do RFF3 there. But then it would lose to side rolls. That's what I remember. If the Tekken 7 stuff hasn't changed into Tekken 8. Yeah, you can just cycle between those 3 options. You don't even have to add more options. Just RFF3, RFF DF3. I guess you could just also RFF back too. Wow, it's +5 when they wake up. Wait a minute, I couldn't press on... Yeah, this is 22. I couldn't press on 22. Why don't I trust myself? Lamau, I'm just gonna... just be really, really sure that I couldn't mash nothing. Yeah, no, I can't. The hitbox is like right over there already. Which means RFF back 2 is gonna do the same thing. Right? I get the feeling. Yeah, and then you're not, but yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't need right plasma blade then, because it would put you it would make you punishable. Okay. I'll remove right plasma blade from the notes. So that's like 3 mids. RFF3, RFF DF3, RFF back 2. And excuse me. And then down back 4. Down back 4, RFF down 3 4. Because RFF down 3, the first hit hits grounded. So if you wanted back turn mix-ups, you could. Right, so where are we again? We're at stand up. Okay. Do this all over again, shall we? That's RFF3. It's blocked. Because it's a mix-up. It's like, yeah, mix-up. Enjoy. Or enjoy even more. Or, down back 4, enjoy. Or... Oh. The usual. Yeah, there's no... I guess you could go for like RFF forward 3 into LFS forward 3. Yeah, these initial options are just pretty good. One. Oh, okay. Hold on. No, but they haven't lost anything yet, right? Because if it's still a block and they can't mash, I won't note that. Control. Hits. Still hits. Hits. Also hits. Basically everything hit, bro. There you go. That's what I expected. I'd roll left. Yeah. Just hit them with the +1. And then down back 4 will also do the same. And down 3. Yep. So 3 mid options and 2 low options. Very, very high. Hello, Zeph. I'm just currently labbing the lesson. Or like just double checking all the information for the lesson before I do it. Although I'm already on the last thing I need to test, so once I finish it, I could like straight up do the lesson already if there's like no questions. Which I guess there wouldn't be. There's not many of us here today. Which is fine, that's okay. That means I get to like focus on like just doing it immediately. Then I can like just chill afterwards. Side roll. Oh, right. I have to write that for RFF3. Side roll left. And then everything else, it hits it. Cool. Yes, it is cool indeed. Oh, okay, so it only loses to a specific side roll. And RFFD. Oh, okay. Go back to that. Side roll left. Okay, so specifically. So if you wanted a 50-50 mix-up, then yeah, I guess. But at that point, just do down back 4, right? Side roll right. That's what beats RFFD at 3. Of all things. RFF back 2. Wait, wait. It beat this one, right? Ah, side rolls. Side rolls. Says what? The only thing scarier than the Kazuya mix are... You can sidestep the conversion. You can sidestep the conversation. Oh, okay. Okay, that's both side rolls confirmed. Now we move to wake up kicks. Ah, right, while standing forward. It's the first thing, really, the first time you boot. For me, it was the Brazil one. When it's just like, goodbye, guys. Like multiple accounts from Brazil tweeting that out. I didn't even know that some of the artists that I liked were from Brazil. I was like, no! I have to go check out their other socials now. Because I won't see it on Twitter. God damn it. Bro, what's the opponent supposed to do after this? Nah, there's nothing. It's called stay on the floor. Well, you can't stay on the floor. You get hit by grounded moves. They just have to side roll. So if they side roll left, they avoid RFF3. And then if they side roll right, they avoid RFFD3. And then they also, if they side roll to either side, they avoid RFF back 2. But they still get hit by down back 4 and RFF down 3. And the only way for them to beat that is by teching and then blocking low. Nah, that sucks. That's a terrible situation to be in. It's the same thing as LFS3 too, wherein they're basically forced to eat FF3. El shot account, bruh. Yeah, it'd be. I mean, it could change in the future, right? It could change. While standing for 4. And there should be heat launch. Yeah, that's a heat launch. Basically, they asked, yeah, and then he didn't want to. What's up? Hello, Alex lol. Welcome to the practice mode stream. Where am I? Recovery kick. Right. R3. D3. Ah. Am I not in Tekken? There you go. This is V, right? There you go. Number 4. Okay, so wake up kicks. Okay, so basically the lows only lose the tech roll to block. Okay. That's it. Are you gonna play rank for today? No. This is the practice mode stream. So, no rank. If I play, I'll probably play in quick match. If I feel like it. Is the best ender still LFS 3-2? Based on the notes I have here for Wall Oki, it doesn't really matter. Like, if you do LFS 3F4, RFF back 2 more or less beats everything. It only loses to, like, if they just, what do you call this? Don't get up. So, it's amazing. I have it recorded here, where, yeah, this should be the RFF back 2. Now, swap positions. I'm gonna try to rage art, right? As I tech. I can't even rage art. Like, there's nothing. Let me try to power crush. Yeah, no. So, it doesn't really matter which one you do. It's just a matter of which one you want. So if you do LFS 3-2, what happens is that you force them into FF3. But FF3 loses to Power Crush. But I mean, at that point, then you just deal with it accordingly because down back 4 and down 3-4 will also win. So I'm... you put them in a super bad spot. It just depends on like how you want to get the Oki. And then while standing 4-4, they're stuck against RFF DF3, RFF3, RFF back 2, RFF down 3-4 because this hits grounded, and then down back 4. So like anything works. It's just that LFS 3-2 will force them to always get up, usually. Because the opponents will typically be holding back, right? So it forces them into the FF3, down back 4 / down 3-4, 50-50. While LFS 3F4 and while standing 4-4, I guess will give you more options to like play around with. Since a couple of days, I think I've hit a plateau with Hwoarang and I really think I can improve. You be hitting the lab for now? Yep. And maybe check out some of your replays, or like if you streamed, like watch some of your games there, or if you recorded your games also. Like it doesn't have to be through the replay takeover. Like you just watch it and then you can like go frame by frame, and you're like, oh I see, and then like write notes. It's like, okay, opponent was doing this, and I'm doing this too much, and it's killing me, right? Or I guess you can submit a replay to the cheese takeover. Of course, that's Wednesday. A Wednesday for me. Yeah, I'm okay. Wow, I'm done labbing the Oki. I guess if there's anything I want to do, it's just double check if it's legit, right? You're also getting needlessly frustrated. Okay, yeah, that's mental. You just have to catch yourself on like when you're getting frustrated, right? How does my warm-up routine look like? I think you've seen it over and over again. But if you haven't, so usually you boot up the game, right? You're in practice mode, so you do some back dashes, some crouch dashes, and then after that, what do you call this? 1-2 into like JFSR. So basically moves into JFSR, and then you include movement with it. So like 1-2 backdash JFSR, 1-2 sidestep right JFSR, and then 1-2 sidestep left JFSR, so on and so forth. So like you can add more. So you can also do it off like while standing 4. You could also do it at 4-3. You add like a dash JFSR, no dash JFSR, sidestep left, sidestep right, backdash JFSR. And then after you do all of that, more movement again. Like you can do backdashes into, and then like you can add like stance canceling into your warm up. And then since this is not a Mishima, you won't be doing 5 God Fists. So maybe you can just throw out God Fist, JFSR 3 times in a row or something like that. Whatever works best for you. And then like try to get your cancels in. Whether that be in RFS, LFS, basically all the functions your character can do. A random number called just called you on WhatsApp. I probably wouldn't answer it. Don't answer it. Warm up routine, 30 matches of rank mode. Yeah, I guess you could. I mean, yeah, it's a solid warm up. You just play games in order to warm up. They're trying to reach you, but your expired car warranty. The other thing after that, so after all of that, right? You do combos. So like you do your B&B combos. And like make sure you're getting the inputs. If you drop it, do it again, right? Until you get it right. And then add sidestep combos. Like combos that involve sidestep. So like back 4, sidewalk, and then, right? Do that. Luckily, Hwoarang can do that for both. So for as long as you do it RFF, what do you call this? Back 3. Then yeah, you just sidewalk left. And then if you have other combos that do involve sidesteps, do those. And then after all of that, sidestep into blocks. So this is sidestep into block, and then sidewalk into block, and then sidestep duck into block. And then you're done. You do that for both sides. And then your player 1 warm-up is, in quotation marks, done. If you want to add more warm-up routines, then you can like do a throw break drill as well. If you want to do a throw break drill. But at that point, you're spending so long in like warm-up. I could like hit 30 minutes to an hour. 45 minutes to an hour. How does it benefit him? The fact that he gets access to CD3. You can wave into like down 3-4. You can wave into like down back 3. Basically the same reasons why it's scary for Mishima to wave dash in front of your face. Because they get access to like other moves, and at the same time they can use other moves through their crouch dash or out of their crouch dash, right? And movement, shmovement. Like it's scary when they're doing like wave dashes or hezzy wave dashes, like stay in your face. And then crouch cancel. I would say crouch cancel, what do you call this? Or instant while standing 3, but instant while standing 3 is kind of dead. Yeah, Wavu down back 3+4. Or like King, Wavu into like 2+4 back. So like a lot of options exist. But is it a requirement to play Hwoarang? Later. Actually, no, not really. It's not really a requirement. You can play him without it. But it's like it's a huge bonus, so like why not? 10 minutes of warm-up seems enough. Yeah, don't overdo it or else you'll probably get tired. Alright, I was gonna check, this is what option? Ah, this one. Wavu into the throw that's already homing, yes. I'd have to stand up. Ah, no, wait, this is 3F4, right? Okay, this is tech roll. That's tech roll. Yeah, it will not activate. Like in general, your opponent cannot press if they wake up. Yeah, they just can't. They just can't. Doesn't matter what they do. You cannot. I was doing the PKX law defense bot, and then now you're cooked. Oh right, I didn't test that one. That you could heat burst. Eh, so what if you could heat burst? Okay. I'm not scared if you can heat burst. Go have it. Have your heat burst. They can't heat burst here. Long warm-ups would probably do. I mean, my warm-ups are long. Although so far it's been, time's been less and less because I'm like finishing the warm-up faster. But I remember when I was like re-grinding for TGS, it took a while. Like maybe a good solid 30 minutes on one, 30 to 35 minutes on one side. And then usually I do that on both and it's supposed to be under an hour or even under 40 minutes. So that means I'm pretty slow at doing it. What's the most toxic you've ever been in this game? Pretty toxic. Will I share it? Probably not. Oh yeah, I saw that, but I'm not watching the tournament, so Alex will tell you what's happening. All right, this is yeah. They can, what do you call this? Are there good ways to initiate with Hwoarang? You mean initiate offense? The usual. So stuff like 1-2. Oh. So stuff like 1-2-4. 1-2-4 or 1-2-3. So like 1-2-3 into like LFSDA3 will keep you safe for the most part. For as long as they don't do a lower grab. And of course you wanna like try to get your flamingo jab first. You wanna see if they're trading with you. Or like trying to high crush. So like there's no foolproof way in terms of initiating with Hwoarang. But what you want to do is like use a really safe option in quotation marks. And then like adjust from there. So like you're kind of like conditioning your opponent in that sense. Where you're like, okay, I'm gonna like dash up into like 1-2-3 into LFS1. And if they trade with you, they jab challenge. That's a signal to you to like the next time you do it, 1-2 into like DF3. And if they still jab challenge, then like you could cancel and then now you can get your jab and like haha. And if you were doing it from right flamingo, which is like probably the easier one to do this on, like RFS F4 would beat the jab. Like you're gonna win on the first interaction. So now they're gonna like try to duck and then now you can just like 1-2-4 into like flying eagle. And then if they really hold, that's when you can like RFS down 4 and you get your +7. Where F1 +2 can only be beaten by sidewalk left. Not bad. And you still have like a you have a homing DFT plus 4 at that point. The same thing with like down 3-4. Just like throw it out. And if you're from far away, like just throw out RFF DF3. Like over here. Of course, your opponent's gonna be thinking about RFF DF3 if you're around this range, so maybe dance a bit here in RFF. If you see them sidestepping or like trying to do a jab, like they're whiffing a jab to like catch you to float RFF DF3, then your response at that point from here, you didn't even hit them yet, right? Is to do FF4. But if they're sidestepping, just continue for RFF DF3. Or you can like move forward and then down back 3. But yeah, they're sidestepping. This is a homing mix, so like just throw it out. What you're more after is like if they're trying to do a jab or a power crush as you're here, like at this range, because it's an RFF DF3 range. Then Peacekeeper. Another way to initiate is just like do the DF3 cancel. Or like DF3 cancel into like LFS1. Like you're somewhere around here, you want to approach your opponent, whoop, done. Now you're +5 or +7. Provided they blocked it, or it connected, right? It depends on the frame data. Frame data is what's gonna determine whether the move tracks on both sides or not. Like, if you're +5, DF3 +4 tracks 3 ways, including F1 +2. The moment you're +7 though, or +6, +6 is up forward 2 on hit, then DF3 +4 is homing already. So it usually depends on the frame data. The only issue with homing moves is that you have to work at how fast the homing move is. So if it's 16, it's 16. And then if it's a 23 or 22, it's 22. Or yeah, even 17 and 20. You kind of like want to work around your frame data and like use your tracking from there. You can't keep pressing your homing moves because they're not fast enough. Because if you keep going for your homing moves, then your opponent's gonna be like, I can challenge you. And then that's when you're in trouble. Because LFS1 is a good situation, unblocked. And you're like, okay, I don't know where they're going, so I'm gonna like DF4. Now you're 1 frame late. It's not even counting like their ability to do Heat Burst and Power Crush and Rage Art. Like you'll still lose to panic moves, you'll still lose to jab challenges, down jabs, stuff like that. And if you give that to the opponent, that sucks. So knowing where like some stuff track at certain frames is important. I need to stop going by feel. Well, there's nothing wrong with the feel. Like for as long as like you have like the experience on it, where it's just like, yeah, generally when I throw out DF1 after LFS1, it hits them, and I've seen them step, so I'm fine. Yeah, this covers what you call a side step right. For the most part, in quotation marks. Like, yeah, see, even Hwoarang would like beat it. Yeah, Lamau. So you'd have to be like, so even not even +6. Magic, oh, not even +7. So I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It feels overwhelming. I mean, it is a 3D game. There is more moves to, more situations to keep track of. But of course, as you know more, the lesser situations actually, in quotation marks, exist. Because most players will be going for like compact stuff in general. Well, in general, right? They could just go for the risky stuff as well. Why so, Brian? Why is he so I don't know, man. Yeah, I hope that answers your question for both Cursed Swordsman and Alaxlol. You'll share mine if you share yours? No, I won't share mine. I will not share it. I'll not share this toxic ass story. No, thank you. Right, I checked this already, right? You just. Alright, I was gonna check Heat Burst. It's already confirmed, right? You can't. Yeah, I can't Heat Burst. Oh, this is LFS3 too. Yeah, I can Heat Burst here. this one, this is while standing 4-4. And this is where I have to like stand up. No, you can't. You just have to take it. Or rather, the opponent just has to take it, right? Right, okay. Side roll is down 1. Nah, these are just good Oki. This is just good Oki. Good ass Oki. Like really, really good Oki. Hello, Swanky Games. You've been watching some of the vids recently? Thank you for playing. Oh yeah, no problem. I mean, it only works because people are watching, so so if people weren't wanting to become better, right? Then I wouldn't exist. So it kind of like goes both ways. I mean, there's a lot to learn on this character. A lot. Like, there are certain stuff I still need to learn that I don't do because it either doesn't, it's not compatible with my gameplay, or I just feel like it's a very niche situation that I don't need to learn it. But I'm just like, have to be aware of it. Frontier's toxic stories that he was in the wood ranks often. I'm the wood. I'm JDCR's friend. I'm the wooden sword Hwoarang. Yeah, Hwoarang's weak, guys. Hwoarang's weak. Weak AF. He needs buffs. Who's the bigger hater? No, JDCR is not hating on Hwoarang. It's just funny. But it's more or less usually related to his friend. I don't know, I feel like the way I explain it is kind of straightforward. I mean, to me, it makes sense to explain it that way. You play Lars, changey character. I don't. Does Disney still say that in Tekken 8? Because Lars is pretty. He's different. He's just different in 8. Yeah, I play in Korea, bro. I mean, most of my opponents are from Korea and Japan. So I guess it's not a far-fetched theory. Yeah. Yeah, since I have all the lab work information done, I can just chill. I'll chill for like, I don't know how long. Maybe until there's no questions. And I'll just be like, oh, okay, lesson time. And then after that, download the VOD. Ah, wait, I still need to make thumbnails. Right, I still need to make thumbnails. That footwork. I know, right? This is the fun part about playing Hwoarang. Solid mid-tier. Yeah, I mean, pretty good character. It's just all the cancels that are messing me up. The dynamic cancel into limited entry, and then like he can go backwards. Like he has his own Kempo. I'm like, oh. And then he can loop it all 3 of them together, which is like the hassle. It's just like, goddamn. So if I'm holding a lot and like just playing defense, I'm in trouble. Why is he doing the cartoon run startup? Because he's a cartoon character. Some of his situations are very, they do be cartoonish at times. Oh, it doesn't work that way? Let's see. Fox step. Player 2 fox step. Like hopping backwards. She's like, you missed me? And where am I? This is left flamingo, right? Damn it. Oops. Hello. There you go. Hey, my DF3. And then you do it off 1+2 also. Oh, okay, yeah, you could say it like that too if you want. Right? Did you see that? Like, there was this chart on like if you own one of these peripherals. So if you own one of these peripherals, you are high on doing this, and then you don't do that. I guess without saying the word, you'd never know what it is, right? Lamao. And I don't want to say it. But if you've seen the chart I'm talking about, you've seen it. Like the Hwoarang arcade sticks like all the way on like the upper right. Of course, it wasn't a wrap N, it was a wrap 4, I think. It was like the smaller one, not the big one. You didn't know you can do that? Oh, he can, 100%. In order to do that, you have to go into Flamingo stance and then press 1+2. Which one? You talking about the fox step? It's 1+2 and then D is 2+3. Like, that's a quick way to enter fox step. The other way is to like, I think it was up back, right? 1+2 up back and then what do you call this? And then up forward 3+4. Hey. There you go. Like that. You can also fox step with up forward 3+4. Oh, you saw it? Okay, yeah. It took me a while to understand what the chart was about. I was like, okay. Took a long time. I was just staring at it for like a long second. Until I finally understood it. Because all the comments were just like tagging other people. And then other people were like co-tweeting it with their own controller and be like, okay, where am I on the chart? Where am I? You do need to swap out. Are you still using the stock buttons? I remember when I was still using the Hwoarang stock buttons. The face of the button fell off. Like it broke. Like one of the ones that was like hooked to the button, it broke. That's why I was forced to move from like the Hwoarang stock buttons to like Sanwas and Seimitsu. I mean, I recommend. Well, recommend? You can't go wrong with the Sanwa, let's put it that way. But if there's like a certain feel that you're looking for, maybe you want a gamer fingers or any other kind of button, then yeah. You'll have to go for the specific stuff. You blow their minds with that chart, yeah, you can. Are they Seimitsu's better? They're a different feel for sure. Like, I only have one Seimitsu button on like... So, on the bind I have, right? So, controller setup. So, for the setup on my arcade stick, this one button I'm pressing right now, this is a Sanwa button. This one over here, this 3 is a Sanwa button. This 4 is also a Sanwa button. And then my 2 is a Seimitsu. And then my R1, which is a... R1? Yeah, R1 is a Seimitsu also. The feel is different for sure. Like, I like pressing the Sanwa more. Like, I can just keep pressing it over and over again. The Seimitsu, I really feel that I'm pressing something. Like, I have to press it a little bit more before it, like, goes in. Unlike the Sanwa, I can just, like, hit it already. Of course, that's how it feels to me. They want to ask, true arcade connoisseurs. Because I kind of just, like, adjusted to it for the most part. Yeah, I remember I did when I tried like a full Seimitsu one, I was just like, I don't like that. I did not like how it felt. But now, with just like one. I mean, I could put the Seimitsu in the 4 because I deliberately press JFSR all the time. So like I need to know that I pressed JFSR compared to the other buttons. The Hayabusas, I mean I mean for me the material broke. Like I could take pictures of the buttons and like it's faceless basically. Like you can see the switch, but like there's nothing covering it. So at one point I was still playing with those buttons, and like I was hitting like the small rectangle to like get the input. And if I missed, oh, my finger hurt because it's just like I use a lot of force to press the button, or an adequate amount of force, and I miss the switch basically, it's just like ow, okay, that hurts, and I have to like shake my hand. You know, so many games still miss input. Damn it, B. But it's like, yeah, it's very sensitive. That's what I remember about the Hayabusa or Hori stock parts. Very, very, what do you call this? Sensitive. Like if I just graze it, like if I'm trying to graze my Sanwa button right now, it's not activating immediately. All the more the Seimitsu. The Seimitsu really needs you to press it. Like it barely even goes down. Sanwa, I can feel it go down a bit. But yeah, it's not coming out as often. Like Seimitsu, I had to like keep my hands a little bit lifted because if I barely touch it, it's gonna activate. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna go say Sanwa, it's nothing. It's just a matter of color now, right? So it's just like, what colors do you want? What fits with your hitbox, mixbox, or arcade stick? I went with white. Yeah, because I haven't changed the art, which I guess I'm long overdue. Like if I wanted to like customize my arcade stick, I should have done it already. Because for the entirety of Tekken 7, I did not customize this arcade stick. Besides like just changing the lever and changing the buttons, including the start button. I should put art on it already. That way when I go to like a local or a tournament, it's just like, yes, that's my stick. Because it literally says Frontier on it. Instead of like the other players asking, hey, whose arcade stick is this? But I guess they've never really asked that for the most part, because they kind of knew it was mine. Like smoked gray, bat top, ball top, and dust washer. And then all white buttons. It's like, yeah, that's Frontier. And then usually there's a towel under it. Because of the rust. The rust. The rust on the stick. 81 damage? That doesn't... Oh yeah, I have rage. Okay. I was just like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Why is it at 81? That's 72. And the combo I'm doing, yeah, that's a big difference. It's just that if I drop this, I drop it. That's it. Yeah. So that is worth it. And then your alternatives. Oh, I guess. Oh no, it's still stronger. Okay. And then guaranteed, more or less guaranteed FF3. Crazy stuff. Switch position. $57. Alright, if I do SS3, it's definitely gonna be higher. 50. Oh, only 2 points. Right, yeah, you're only allowed 2 more hits. The genius. You were the genius behind. Yes, you are the genius behind it. My only issue with this is that again you can't mash it, right? So, because if you mash it, you're gonna watch the last hit with 78. Pretty good stuff. Ooh, that could have been a juicy wall splat. I mean, I can practice it. Nice. Okay, but how much damage in reality can that be? Oops. ED3. Okay, not an easy splat to get, huh? ED3? ED3. And that's hard. Okay. You have to wait a bit. It's all good. I'm ready to do the lessons anytime already. Because I have all the information I need. I double tested everything. Hopefully it doesn't mess up when I actually do the lesson, because it does happen from time to time. Just get kind of whack, and then I just have to fix it in post. Or I fix it while I'm like doing the lesson. And like just test it there and then fix it in post. Yeah, so far it's all good. Just we're just chilling. Like if there are questions, I'll answer them. If there are none, I probably will just do the lesson. And then chill. And then maybe end stream, I don't know. I mean, there's also another TWT tournament happening right now, so you can watch that as well. You wanna see games. Alright, I'm in RFF. Man. Hard resplat. Is there a Hwoarang player in that tournament? I'm not watching, so I don't know. And I'm not sure if the brackets, they put the character. Because right, when you in Start GG, you can put the character. Oh wait, you can also do that in challenge, right? Where you can put the character that they played each set. No, that's a Start GG thing, right? Yeah, not a challenge thing. Okay, so if they do that, they'll find a Hwoarang, but sometimes they just put the score, that's it. Or usually they just put the score, they don't put the character. I mean, if there's a Hwoarang, there's a Hwoarang. Oh no. They make it high up. I just want to know the damage now. Or did I get the damage already and I just forgot it? It B. B if it's that. Wherein I forgot the damage value. That was about right though. I guess if I want to get that, like frame tight. Just to know the damage value. Like, should I go optimal or not? Oh, it's a different story. It's back 3. It has to be RFF forward 3. Man. is why I rarely wall splat or resplat. I don't take that risk. Or I just have not practiced this enough. Probably is both. Yeah, it is definitely a mixture of both. Wait a minute, I can just resplat with that, right? LFS back force. Wow, 75. That's okay, that's not gonna hit 75. It will not. It's the same amount. They're both 70? Or is it because of the tornado I'm using? Wherein it affects the scaling. And I'm using a stronger tornado. Yeah, 70. Oh yeah, so 75, that's a 4 whole points. 4-point difference. And then SS33 should be higher. So it's only like a half second I wait as I backdash. No, it has to be a full second. Okay, if you don't get the 50%, it's 71. So that means you do absolutely nothing for going for SS33. Wow. Ah. Alright, don't add a 3 forward. Weaker. Or is it because I didn't delay LFS? What do you call this? Because you can delay the LFS 3 too, so that you don't get the flip over. Same. Don't worry about it. These are Tekken inputs, Rafi, or Tekken notations. So, if you hear the word SS, that means that's a sidestep move. So that's like moves like SS4. So either you sidestep right and then you press 4, or sidestep left, and you press 4, you'll get this low kick. So we can show it in the move list over here. Scroll all the way down. Down? Yeah, here. See, this is what it is. Moves during sidestep. Where can you learn this? Does Arcade Quest teach this? I don't remember if Arcade Quest teaches this. Yeah, but there's a lot of videos that do go over Tekken notations. Like basic Tekken notations, like forward, back. Like if you press forward on your controller, so any move that you press while holding forward is so like forward 2, right? And then if you hold back, that's back 2. And then down 2, down back 2, DF 2, up back, up forward 2, up 2, up back 2. And then the buttons, so like if it's square, triangle, X, circle, so your square is a 1, and this corresponds to your left arm. Your 2 or your triangle is a 2, and that corresponds to your right arm, and so on and so forth. You get it. You get the picture. Then once you have those things together, it's more or less Tekken notations. gonna swap electric fans. Yeah, no problem. Okay, I'm back. Well, all you gotta do is turn on one and turn off the other, right? Basic. Yeah, it's still 68. For this wall combo is it required? If you want to get a resplat, yeah. But if you don't want a resplat, like just go for your tornado already, which is a recommended thing to do. But if you want a resplat, because resplats usually will give you extra damage, then yeah, you'll have to like hold back before doing your combo. But then sometimes a resplat's not worth it. Like here, that's 63 damage on a resplat, and then if I just do the regular combo, I get 66. So sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it isn't. So yeah, like if you're gonna resplat, make sure you're doing like the optimal stuff, because like you could end up just like having the same damage without a resplat. So you just made your life harder for yourself for the same amount of damage or less. You want to, if it's gonna be harder, it has to be like higher, right? Me, I'm just looking for, what do you call this? Damage values. No, it's still 68. It's not that optimal. We shall see about that. Yeah, safer to always stay simple. But you can definitely squeeze more damage if you did a resplat. That's your choice, whoever you like more. And that's completely on you. So do you like Devil Jin? Because he's a devil, or Nina because she's like an assassin. And then like, or what you can do is like you can go through both their move lists, see which if you like their moves, and then stay on one character after that. Made life easier without the resplat. I mean, currently when I'm checking the damage values here, this goes up to like 68. And then if you don't do it with the resplat, if you don't do it without the resplat, you can go as high up to like 66, 65. And then if we change it to a different ender, that's 66 as well. So let's do SS33. No. Oh, okay, that doesn't work that way. 65. Huh. Yeah, so in this instance, it doesn't make sense to resplat. Just like go for it. Yeah, exactly. Pick the one who you think is the coolest. That's Hwoarang, Lamao. Yeah, that's what you should do. That's good advice from your friend. Like always go for consistent damage. Oh, you meant which one's easier? Beginner level. Beginner level Devil Jin or Nina? Nina. Yeah. Beginner level. Yeah, Nina. Like, Nina just basically has more tools to work with. Devil Jin kinda in a tougher spot. And then you need to like do God Fist and Hell Sweep. Eddie. Yeah, Eddie. 3 Eddie, right? Just smash 3. And that went... What was the highest rank for that? It went like to like red ranks, right? Or something like that. And then demoted back to orange. And then more or less stayed in orange the whole way. Until it finally presses a different string. Once it does that, it's gonna go up to like rulers. After just like 2 strings. Right, because you can also just press 444, right? Yeah, so you just mix it up. Three. 61. 2 hits. It's all by twos. 59, 61, 63. And then that's 65. All by twos. Wait, all by twos? The last one wasn't by two. No, it is. The highest it goes is 65. Okay. It's really hard to pull off in matches. Yeah, if you're still starting out, it's difficult. But once you have some Tekken experience, it gets easier over time. But yeah, so Nina's a good start. She don't really need to do her QCF moves right away. Like she has really good DF1. Or a really good mid punch. Like something that looks like this. And then like she has like more options she can press after this mid check. Or this mid gut punch, right? Okay. Restart position. Where's my restart? There you go. Ah, I failed. I failed again. You should start with characters. Yeah, so like Lee too. DF44. Hella good 13 frame heat engager. How long have I been playing Tekken? Be close to a decade already. I heard there's a mechanic that you can pick up. Yeah. Hwoarang's is SS33. Although you only get Hwoarang's if it's like side axis. So if it's like something like this. And then what happens is on like the second kick of SS33, as you're off axis at the wall, it pushes the opponent off the wall. And then you basically get another, 3 forward and then up forward 3+4 and then you can just do LFS up forward 4. No, it's not. It's a legitimate. It's normal. It's normal Tekken stuff. They just want to call it something like, oh, it's not following the rules. Like, but it's in the game, bro. If it gets nerfed, it gets nerfed. So it's either you're gonna learn it or not. So far, Hwoarang doesn't have anything besides the SS33 at the wall or side wall, right? Side wall. The other one was up forward 444. But then that's if they don't tech. Because it'll relaunch the opponent. I think if I turn this off. Oh, they have to do a specific tech. Yeah, it's not worth it. Well, for us, it's not worth it. Who's my main? You're looking at him. This is the character I play. Only character I guess I play. I don't know. No, disobey is not the word. It's not. Like we ain't gonna stick with that. What's the best way to practice? However, which way you learn best. So, Rafi, do you learn better if you play the game first or if you study the game? So, what do I mean by study? You do the boring stuff. You go here to the move list. You go through every move, so you watch it. It's like, okay, that's how you do it. And then you right? You hold it, you hold the command, and then you try to do the exact same thing. Or are you better off just like going into the game, right? So you go to like rank or quick match or even arcade quest or arcade mode. You play against a CPU, you play against a ghost, and you just press buttons. And then you like figure out which buttons are like good for you and like that, or having success in the match. So like if you were pressing this low kick into a high and it was working, it's just like, okay, now I know a move. That's a U. How do I remove them? There you go. The boring way is better. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna learn the whole move list then. Good luck. Or I guess you could watch the basic Hwoarang guide on this YouTube channel. Oh no, wait, you're not playing Hwoarang. My bad. Yeah, so basically you're gonna watch another guide. So like on the character you play, right? So if you're gonna play Nina or you're gonna play Lee or Devil Jin, you watch a video guide on them because they're gonna give you like their top 10, top 5 moves. So you remember those top 5, top 10 moves and remember like a basic combo. And like there are sample combos in the game. So like you can copy these sample combos. So it's like, okay, the game recommends doing this. So like for as long as you can do all the sample combos, that's gonna be really good for you. Like this is the first way to like start. And then after that, you bring that all in match. And then you just get better and better at it. So the more consistent you get at it in practice mode and in match, the more you can like add more stuff. So like if you only remember, let's say, 10 moves, right? After being more comfortable with those moves and combos, so like you can now like learn 15 moves. So you add 5 more moves to learn. And then maybe change your combo a little bit with those 5 moves you learned. Stuff like that. And then it just becomes a gradual thing. Again, I don't want to call it disobey. I don't think it disobeys anything. It follows the heat dash rule. You're pretty in. Wow, damn. Okay, you may wanna hit the lab, Rakuya. You may wanna go back to practice mode and practice DF2 heat burst into heat smash. You gotta practice this combo. You need that sweet 40 damage and this sweet 49 damage. I mean, I'm pretty sure Harada will see it anyway. He's like usually there for majors, right? So if it happens on the big stage, it happens on the big stage. You switch to Hwoarang? No, don't do it. Well, I mean, play Hwoarang if you want to, but at your own risk. Because you're gonna be stuck studying a lot first, compared to like if you play Lee or Nina. Maybe even Devil Jin to a certain extent. Alright, how hard could the sample combos be, right? They're choosing a character, Rakuyo. They were choosing between Nina, Devil, or Devil Jin. If you have a character to recommend them, go ahead. He's like Hwoarang. So basically, it's the same old combo. What's the most damaging combo for Hwoarang after back 3 and DF2? I know it involves up 3. And then you need to do a, what do you call this? A just frame lightning halberd. You may want to look at Signia's list. So Gosen, if you're part of the Hwoarang Academy Discord, just go to the combo channel, go for the pins, get Signia's combo document, and then you'll have the optimal stuff. But just from what I remember, it had to be a just frame lightning halberd and maybe also a just frame flying eagle. And then it probably also involved up 3. I wouldn't say it's a mistake, right? Like learning Tekken through Hwoarang, because that's what I did. It's just a matter of like, how was the experience? And not just the experience, like how are you learning? Because this character kind of like requires you to know what's happening. If you don't know what's happening, you're in trouble. You can't just keep pressing strings forever. Oh yeah, his animations look cool. I agree with that. Yeah, how good it feels to press a button with a character. Don't be like me. I literally only play this character because I beat somebody at the arcade. I beat somebody at the arcade with this character and I said, bet. I'm gonna main this character for life, basically. Or like for the rest of Tekken 7. Don't be like me. Don't do that. Just because you won a game, no. It's not a really good sign. You won't even know if it's like gonna hold up. You just like won one game. Play them because you like them. You're having problems after up 3. There's no, hold on. How can you get F4 back 3 or F4 into Flying Eagle after up 3? You can't. Not unless you do it like that. Then you do like a micro. Yeah, I guess you could. I wonder how much damage that is. So up 3 LFS1. It's 73. And you add the just frames on top of that, it's probably gonna hit something like 76. Not exactly optimal. Oh no, it probably is optimal. Lamau, never mind. Unless I have something higher than that. Yeah, this could be higher. With double the just frames. If I started with someone else, I probably would have left. Yeah, the curve is certainly higher on Hwoarang. What made you pick Hwoarang? You already know, I just said it. I beat a guy in an arcade. One game. I beat one guy at an arcade once. And I said, you know what? I'm learning Hwoarang. I'm gonna stick on him. F4. Okay, that only works off back 3. And you can only do that off back 3. You can't do it off DF2. Because it's not what do you call this? It's not high enough for up 3 to connect. So every time you want to do that exact combo route, make sure you're doing it off back 3. He was wearing goggles and he had a weird ass anime. The belts. Yeah, and then you did 3, 3, 3, and 4, 4, 4, and you're like, you know what? I kind of vibe with this character. The hair really sold you, huh? I see. I mean, yeah, I too also use the same exact hair. You're too young to know other countries. Yeah, probably. It's like, this guy looks cool. That's it. You're Flying Eagles just brave now. Solid. Yeah, you can do that if you want. And you end up with basically how much damage? 72. 72 damage, not bad. And I heard him was like, this ain't my language. I don't understand this. Right, because at Tekken 5 they already start speaking. Oh no, it's English, right? Because it's Tekken 6 where they start. Oh no, wait, Tekken 6 is still English. Wait, what game was it where they start speaking their own language? No, it's 5, right? Yeah, because 4 was the... You ain't got one? Well, I do. Do. Yeah, Tekken 5, that's about right. Yeah, because I was remembering like Leo and Lily. Like they were still English until it swapped. It was inconsistent in 4, okay. But I mean, his lines at the end with Jin's English. Yeah, Hwoarang's a tall dude. Hwoarang be tall. Oh, okay, it doesn't splat. I thought it would have splatted properly. It was like a wall, low wall slump instead. Oh, Ghosten, if you don't mind sharing, what belt did you make it to? Like how far? If you don't mind sharing, you don't have to share. If you don't want to. Got me nostalgic about Tekken. You're in a Tekken stream though. He's like, yeah, but I was like thinking about Tekken 8, but now I'm like reminiscing about Tekken. Ah, fair. Fair point. You'd feel really weird standing around anybody in chat, really? He's like, yeah, because they're tall. Is there a Tekken height chart? Is there one made? Or do we have to like go through each character one by one in order to get their heights? Because if someone already made a height chart, it'll help. What's JF? FE? Just frame. Ah, yeah, just frame Flying Eagle. Oh, yellow. That's wait. That's after white, right? If I have my belt colors correctly. Yeah, but I have to convert it, bro. I'm used to when I see height and weight, I'm very used to like Imperial. I'm used to basketball. I'm used to the stuff we see in the NBA. So if they say they're this tall, it's like 5-6 feet, right? When I see centimeters, I'm like, oh, I have to convert this. Same reason why you main Hwoarang Cookie 1. Ah, Taekwondo. Bet. Share. Oh, I mean, if you don't mind sharing, what belt did you make it to? You used Hwoarang moves. Yeah, you can hit them with like 3-3 or 4-4. I guess Peacekeeper wasn't there yet, right? There's no FF4. But there, yeah, FF4 was his running 4 now. And then you do running 3, you jump all the way up in the air. Yeah! And your legs all the way up high. And then you axe kick. And what belt did they teach you, Hunting Hawk? Probably one of the higher belts. So maybe... Is it brown or blue? That's higher on the list. Ah, no, red. Red's a higher belt, right? It's like, yes, Frontier. Those are all higher belts. Yes. Yeah, it's boring, but the sparring, hella fun. 180. Hwoarang's 184. Lily's 180. So Lily tall. Oh, Hwoarang and Steve are the same height. Hunting Hawk is possible IRL. Maybe the first 2 hits. That's it. Just the first 2 hits probably. And it'll look a little different. It'll probably just be Flashing Trident of 4-3+4. It'll look something like a 4-3+4. You'll have to alter it a bit probably. Jin's shorter? Yeah, like 1 centimeter. It's like 183. And then Devil Jin is... Well, he's more or less the same height as Jin, right? So they're more or less the same. Right, if I convert this, is like... He's more or less like 5'11", right? Or something like that. Man unknown for real. 184. Oh, he's 6 feet. Yeah, Hwoarang beat he be hella tall. I know there's brown. Or at least that's what I remember. New parry attack move of Hwoarang that's possible. Yeah, the follow-up. Basically, Beck's kick. It depends on what you're stepping cooler. So, like, in general, you can kind of, like, step him towards the right-ish. But if he's, like, hitting you with, like, the mix-ups, then you kind of have to, like, hold it. And, like, you're not stepping anymore. You're just guessing a 50-50. So it depends on, like, which ones you're getting hit by. And then if you can step it. And then if you got hit or you blocked it, that's another key part. Victor must be hella tall. Yeah, he's 188. So that's +4 on top of Hwoarang's. So he's only 6'1". So he's actually not that far from Hwoarang. So 188 versus 184. So this is just basically 6 feet, and then this is 6'1". Oh, there you go. Cookie has it. Yellow, white, yellow, blue, red, brown. And then 2 black belts. And then there's a chain belt, right? Does he have a realign move? What do you mean by a realign move? Like something that puts him back on straight axis? What would Hwoarang's realign move be? Are you talking about his tracking move or something like that tracks? So like homing move or a tracking move? Like, because Hwoarang's F1+2 tracks, but it's not homing. And then Hwoarang's DF4 is a homing move. And it tracks, because, well, duh, it's homing. Kinda like how King can wave dash so you can't step his throws. A forward dash. I mean, Eddie can forward dash. And then, like, while he's in stance in relax, he can, like, move forward. So, there's that, including in handstand. And then he's gonna do an elbow that's hella plus, and then you have to guess. Which is fun.
Get ready for the next battle.
Do I get yes? Of course I do. But you just gotta... You gotta... Well, I wouldn't say ignore it, but you gotta get... You just gotta go through it. And don't let it control you. If you let it control you, it's over. You get straight up depressed. I hit TGS, by the way. He's like, yeah, but you ended up depressed too. Lamau. It be. I mean, you just have to really... Well, it's not as simple as like... Yeah, because what I'm saying is like, it sounds simple, right? I mean, it's just like, oh, you just gotta course correct. What do you call this? when things are going bad. But of course, that's difficult to implement. But it's like, for as long as you're aware of it, that's already the first step. It's half the battle. Like when you know you're frustrated or when you're tilted and stuff like that. I only have TD, Tekken Depression, SB. That's what you get for playing Hwoarang and Lydia. And not doing enough 50-50s. Need more 50-50s. What's TDS? Oh, okay, Lamau. Photo mode. Oh, whoops. Open settings menu. Display only player 2. Look at this guy. Look at that form. Inspirational. Whenever she pops heat, yeah, kind of. There's the thumbnail. Just like that. I may have to get rid of the high though. Does the charging up do anything? It allows my moves to be counter hit. Because if you hit an opponent normally, it's not counter hit. But if you charge up, you're put in a counter hit state. And any move you press against the opponent will register as, what do you call this? A counter hit. But yeah, you can't block either. What Cooler said. Do you want to like key charge? No, not really. In general, you don't. It's pretty risky to do so. Keep the high in the thumbnail. Oh, okay, I'm ready at the wall. Is this it? And then I say LFS3 F4 Oki, just like that. This reminds me of like the wall combos, the wall combo thumbnails. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna take it. Like, I generally had an idea of like using it like this to like get the thumbnail for the Okizeme. But like that means I have to do the option, right? But at the same time, if I say LFS3F4, I have to show you the ender. I'm like, just show the ender instead. Why must only left trigger? It's not working. Ooh, we rolling. They see me rolling. They hate it. Ooh. Okay, this is a mess. Zoom out, zoom out. There you go. Hey, oh, actually? That could work. Do you have a hard time against Lily? If the Lily's good. If the Lily's not good, it's whatever. So that means how many players have made it tough for me? A few. And of course, if you're not careful, then naturally it's gonna be hard because Lily just like avoids a lot of your stuff by like stepping. Like I'll bring up my Waivu stats again. Waivu stats. Yeah, I haven't played ranked in so long, right? So these stats shouldn't move for the most part. So get my stats. Win rate. Yeah, it's sorted by times faced. And then I look for Xiao Yu. I've played Xiao Yu 102 times. And I have a win rate of 64. Like, this is generally a bad matchup, but it's fine for me. That means like the number of strategies that are making it hard for me are not a lot. Lily's also at 60%. So I played Lily 75 times in rank, and I have a 60% win rate against Lily. Yeah, so it just matters on like the player. You had a clip from like CNT where you did the backlash wall combo because the wall mechanic was broken. Wait, did you 8 backlash wall combo? What do you mean? What's the 8 backlash wall combo? Ooh, this is a angle. Yeah, I don't know how I'll do this. I mean, I still have tomorrow to like get the thumbnail, so I don't have to worry about it as much. Oh, you did 8 backlash, damn. You mean like SS33 and open? Yeah, that's how SS33 looks like. Hwoarang really be extending his body. Look at that form. That's SS33. Of course, it should look different at the wall, right? Is this neck okay? Yeah. I mean, this guy's got a fighter's body. He'll be fine. If I make a video about SS3T and this is the kind of thumbnail I try to make, it's just like, bro, the opposing Hwoarang's just like all the way on the floor and they got hit by this move. Like if you try to look where the hitboxes and hurtboxes are, it's just like, huh? Like is the other Hwoarang okay? How did he get hit there? Neck back. I suppose. Wait, how much damage is it? Ooh, that whips. Oh, it's 60 damage. And then, usually, it's supposed to be... Ah, okay, it is stronger. Second hit of Hunting Hawk. Ah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like the way it looks. Oh no, I got this at the normal-ish angle? Yeah, I think I got the angle where it was like more normal instead of what you call this, where it's exactly what you mentioned. Yeah, like this. Oh no, not that. I'm not getting it. Damn, this man's hitting he be hitting that pose in the air. True neck man. Third hit? I know it's a second hit. Fine, we'll do the full thing then. Yeah, but at that point, his body's realigned already at that point. Something like that? They're more consistent? Yeah. I mean, they have more time to fix it, right? And make something pretty. Okay, I'm getting tired. I like yawned twice already. And it's not because I'm bored. That's because my body's like, hey, you're kind of tired already. I'm gonna take this Tic Tac that's sitting in front of me, and I'm just gonna put sugar in my body. Because why not? We need to touch up on the Tekken 3 animations. Do we still have the Tekken 3 animations? Alright, yeah, the first 2 hits of this are Tekken 3. Including 4-4. And the 1-2s. And the 1-2 forward 3. And the 1-2 forward 4. Yeah, but if you're looking for like more specific ones, like how his down back 4-4 was before, where he canceled like the down back 4 and then it ends up as a mid. Like, yeah, I will. I will play. I'll try him out. Oh, Hunting Hawk? Isn't that a... Yeah, that should also be a Tekken 3 move, right? Or Tekken 4. Look at that. Look how Hwoarang be gliding in the air. That pose. I can see it. It's like a Nike ad. Just do it. Fly. Throw out RFFD of 3. Do it. Usuhan the Nikes? Yeah, usuhan the Nikes. Now, I'll put it on my boy. And we'll see if it fits. Trying to get the POV perspective. Hwoarang. Yeah. I mean, whether it's Beck or the the Taekwondo girl, I'll play him. Like, for as long as they're also like a Taekwondo character. Like, I feel like I'll fit with them. I feel like I would. But I'll never know until I try it, right? So I'd have to play them. Yeah, he's the next character. He's gonna be after Heihachi out of nowhere. $87 damage, crazy. Ooh, error. There's only like how many ways you can get a combo off SS3 here, right? SS4. Yeah, because right, Plasma Blade's not consistent. And you can't do down back 4 into RFS up forward 4. Unless you're allowed to do... Oh no, you're not allowed to do that, okay. Also the grip and spinning? I suppose. Adopted ground, yeah. Maybe. And then we'll have the flamingo, what do you call this? Low parry. And then she'll also have the punch parry. And then her forward 3 would actually be homing. Or pseudo homing, right? Because Hwoarang's is like linear as hell. No, the sugar's doing me good. Now, I tried the jab, it didn't work. If you're talking about after SS4. Whiffs. Unless you meant RFS1. Yeah, you can't combo off that. Sabaki, Flamingo incoming. That'd be hella cheap. Just like, what button should we press? Oh yeah, just a Sabaki. Because it's safe and it'll like auto parry everything. Or auto parry specific moves. Like if it's all kicks or all punch. If it's all punches, then yeah. That's gonna be really good if it's all punches. because punches are usually the common challenge. But they can always just make it kick, and then she's like, okay, so I can use it. But like, not like all the time. Yeah, so for the most part, your pickup is down 3-4. Or crouch cancel, or cancel out of RFF, so sidestep, actually. Imagine LFF F4 and RFF 43 becoming mids. That'd be hella broken. Like, the most plus moves in his arsenal. Like, man, it's plus 10 on block. What's the opponent supposed to do? Nothing. That's what they can do, nothing. Gotta accept the fact that they're gonna get hit. They gotta guess a mix-up. Okay, I need more sugar. I need more Tic Tac. My eyes were closing there. She's like, okay, Frontier, you know what? I guess you should do the lessons already, right? Yeah, I guess so. Before I suddenly just like fall asleep on stream. Okay. It's a steal your turn kind of thing. So let's say your opponent blocked RFS DF4. So let's say here at the wall, your opponent blocked RFS DF4. You can steal your turn with 2F4, and when that happens, you're gonna make the opponent wall splat here. So it'll look something like this. And then you'll get a lot of damage, and you'll get OP on top of it. So it's really just for like stuff like that. And if you want to have like space on block, right? I need to bring this back to the center. Like this creates space. Like not a lot of space on block, but it still does. I think it just more or less keeps it, yeah. Because you should, in Tekken 7, like this created a lot of space on block. Like it was consistent. Because prior to that, before they made the pushback on 2F4 consistent, the move could become +8 on block. So it's either it had a range of whether it was plus or negative. But then they were like, nah, just keep it negative and then consistent pushback. And then now this one's just like a return to neutral kind of thing. Would it be viable? Yeah, because it's only -2. So yeah, punch parry will go in here. I used to do 2F4 in the skyrocket since... Yeah, you can catch some people that way. For sure. I'm gonna take water again. Yeah, I'll do the lessons already. I don't trust myself to stay awake anymore. I do not. I can feel it. I'm gonna drift to sleep. Close my eyes, but if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? All right. Okay, let's do this. Again, if you're new here, every time I do the lessons, I kind of just straight up ignore whatever's put in chat for the most part, and I'll just get back to you after I finish talking to myself. Yeah. So 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to Talon 101. This is Wall Oki now, and we're gonna start off with the basics, the classics of Tekken 7. So as you saw there, that was LFS 3F4 and the usual So I'm gonna link the old Tekken 7 video in this video if you'd like to watch the old version, because most of the options there are more or less the options I'm gonna show you here. So if you do end the combo on 3F4, you can get the RFF back 2, you can get back turn mix-ups, so you do 1+2, you can get either the plasma blades, the grabs, so on and so forth. The other thing you could also get is to do forward 3, and then now you have left flamingo options on your hands. If you want, you can also do stuff like F neutral 4, and then get RFS F4 as they wake up. And of course, you just adjust depending on like if they're waking up into a button, they're waking up into a crouch, or they do any of the wake up buttons. Like wake up 4, wake up low, recovery kick, spring kick, stuff like that. But Hwoarang does have something new out of like all the other old options I just mentioned. And that's interestingly, DF3. Well, not interestingly, I bet you already know, because in like the last 3 Oki videos, it was kind of there. RFF DF3 definitely has a presence. But yeah, that's kind of like the Oki in general, because the opponent cannot challenge you for the most part. Like if you throw out, you end the combo and then do any of these options, your opponent just has to take it. So I'm gonna tech roll right now. This is RFF back 2. And yeah, as you can see, like on the left side of the screen, I pressed 4 like multiple times as I tech. And nothing came out. Nothing. So it's just like, okay, maybe you can heat burst, right? Let's try it. I'm gonna go for a heat burst challenge here as I tech, and heat burst still doesn't come out. So at that point, you're locked to a +4, which is pretty good for Hwoarang. But like the only way Hwoarang's beating this is if Hwoarang stays on the floor and then side rolls, and then you get a punish. And that's probably the most an opponent is going to be getting against you. So because if they wake up to like press a button, at that point you've recovered enough after your RFF back 2. And the same thing applies if they do DF3. So tech roll again and mash. This time if you mash, you're caught in a bad spot. And then one last, this is the flamingo option, where Hwoarang does forward 3, tech roll, and then mash. Nothing comes out. And now again, Hwoarang is +4, has 4 frames of advantage in left flamingo, and there's nothing the opponent can do about it. For the most part, nothing. None at all. Like, you're completely safe. And just to prove it further, we're gonna grab Rage here. And I'm gonna like try to spam Rage Art after teching. Doesn't come out. You lose. One more time on RFF DF3. Tech roll. It worked. Let's try that again just to be sure. So it's a matter of timing. It is 100% a matter of timing here, if an opponent will be able to get their Rage Art or not. So it's still a tough spot when they have to like really hit that specific frame. And then now dash RFF back 2, tech roll into Rage Art, and didn't even activate there. None at all. So yeah, that's how good like these Okizeme options are for the most part. So now let's go through all the options one by one. And just know that here on ground technique, quick back roll and quick recovery do not work. So like if you end the combo on LFS 3F4 and you set it to quick recovery, the opponent doesn't move. Well, they weren't moving earlier when I was testing it. But for the most part, even if they don't move or do move, like you're still gonna get a hit. But earlier when I was testing it, it wasn't working. So just double check again in the lab. If you get a reaction as they move. I'm gonna check again to see. Yeah, okay, they're getting up. One last time with Tornado. Alright. So it does work. No need for you to double check that in the lab. So all of that works, but since RFF back 2 hits really, really low, for as long as they tech, they're gonna get hit. So again, we're gonna start with tech roll left. And yeah, the timing on this is very, very important. So just follow one timing and then throw it all on the rest so that, again, tech roll left gets blocked there. We'll move it on to tech roll right. That still gets blocked. Again, the opponent cannot do anything in that scenario. You saw quick recovery earlier. This is going to hit for as long as I get the combo. 3F4. Just like that, they get hit. Now quick back roll. 1, 2. All hit. So that's all the ground techniques. RFF back 2 is pretty troublesome. Now we're gonna move to stand up. Wait a minute. Is it because stand up was enabled? Go back. Quick recovery. Yes, so my notes were right. Troublesome. Yes, I can fix it in post. I can fix it in post. Right, what was the last thing I said? If I want to fix this now... Right, so... If you do end the combo on... Is this a technical difficulties moment? Yes. FF3, yes, it'll work. But these are just the samples I have. Right. Where was I? If you do end the combo on 3F4, again, quick recovery does not work there, as you can see. And we move to back quick roll. 1, 2. Nothing. Does not activate. So the only things you have to worry about on ground technique would be tech roll left and tech roll right. So we're gonna check with tech roll left again. So of course, add a tornado so that you can maximize your damage. And then yeah, the opponent is waking up to block this. Whether they tech roll to the left or they tech roll to the right. The only 2 options out of the 4, and then you're gonna move on to wake up. And I can turn off my rage now. So stand up. This is again still RFF back 2. And they still get hit because the opponent is extending the hurt box as they're waking up. For the most part, it would seem that to avoid RFF back 2, the opponent would have to like probably side roll or stay on the floor. Yeah, there you go, side roll, and then you're still gonna recover at an advantage as the opponent wakes up there. Which is fine. Like, you can do a lot in that situation. And now we're in wake up kicks. RFF back 2. Now, that's not a counter hit. So you don't get extra damage, but that's fine. You still keep the opponent on the floor. And you can like follow up with a down back 4. And if they still force the issue, and if you had heat active, well, that's their problem and not yours. 1, 2. Now that's not a counter hit, but then that's an FF3 follow-up right over there. We move on to spring kick, which is the last option to test against RFF back 2. And yeah, pretty good. Again, only side rolls and staying on the floor will beat this. So now we're gonna go back to tech roll left, and we're gonna check for RFF DF3 this time. Now this move does have one hell of a hitbox. And yeah, they can get a rage art depending on how fast they are. But it is not easy to get. You can just hit them with those. And then now, if they try to do stand up after ending on the regular wall, B&B combo, they'll block that. But will they get hit here? Oh, they do get hit here. We move to front roll. I mean, you could kind of like make it a motto or a tagline. Like, when in doubt, just RFFD of 3 as your Oki. It's like, hey, what's my Oki after doing this wall combo? Oh, RFFD of 3. That's it. Every single time. Or in times that it's applicable, wherein you're in left foot forward or you're in right foot forward. So that's 2 times where Hwoarang is going to get a wall splat there. Along with heat. If you haven't spent heat yet. Like, this is a tough spot for the opponent to be in. Very, very tough spot. So we're gonna go back to tech row left. So this time we're gonna go to the left flamingo, forward 3 into 3 forward. Yep. And they gotta block that, so that could be +2 or +4, whichever you take. Of course, if they do tech roll this way, right? If they tech roll towards the right, as you can see, they have more room to like get away from you. Of course, the side wall is towards your right and their left. So they can't really step left. Stepping left will put them in a worse spot. But of course, they're naturally going to try to sidestep right. So if they do tech roll this way, be prepared to like sidestep left to like try to reposition them back here. Next up, going to stand up again. 1, 2, forward 3. And yep, they're gonna wake up to block that. And of course, if they press a button, well, it's gonna be pretty bad for the opponent there. Wake up backwards, do the hitting. Next one, that is front roll. Now we're on side rolls. This is side roll left. And just like RFF back 2, as that whiffs, you're still at an advantage. So I wouldn't worry too much as the move whiffs, because you can do stuff like this. And they're gonna have to like deal with that. So it's just like, oh, okay, that didn't work. I can still get another one. So no heat engager here on the wake up mid kick. But heat engager on the left, on the low kick rather. 2 more options left to go. And the opposing Hwoarang do be getting hit. All the time. One last. And that is the back turn mix-ups. Now, do you have a couple of options in back turn mix-up? So as soon as you get it right, you can go for a throw. Okay, this is a command throw. This is jackknife. Or you can go for the plasma blades, either left or right. And then, if they do press a button as they're waking up, the back turn down 3 will turn it into a counter hit launcher. And you can just like back 3 right away for a full combo. But for the most part, when testing for the options over here, I will just simply be doing back turn 3 or back turn 4. We're gonna start it off already. Yep. They're not avoiding that. They gotta deal with that. So for as long as they're blocking the mid, that means you can do the grab and the low, which is really, really good. Stand up. Of course, the pushback is far less here compared to Tekken 7, or at least that's what it looks like. I don't remember it being like this close to the opponent. So if your opponent has a really good 13 frame punish, be wary of that as you go for these options. I mean, like, it's just something to mix it up along with like the 3 other options that you have to like use. So it's like, okay, hey, back the plasma blade there lost. Yeah, so just use the other plasma blade and then it's gonna hit the side roll. Because the tracking for each one is a little bit different depending on like where they go. So now we're going to wake up mid kick. We want to see if this like does relaunch the opponent, and it does. Yeah, and that's really bad for the opponent. Wake up low kick. 1, 2. Yeah, and that's still a high wall splat. You can get way more damage than the damage I'm doing right now. Oh, okay. Recovery kick do be hitting. And I am doing it with the timing of like holding down for back turn. But if you just do it straight up after you do disrespect, instead of adding the down, then yeah, you'll beat recovery kick. But if you do include the timing, then you lose to one option. But spring kick, yeah, just one option. That's it. One option. So that's how good like this Oki's been. So like ever since this has turned into like Hwoarang's go-to wall combo since Tekken 7, its options also are still really good in Tekken 8. And there's still way more stuff you can do. Like you can do stand switch into RFF down 3+4. And you can even do stuff like running 3 if you so please. And they'll wake up to like +6. And then there's still FF3, so on and so forth. Yeah, so it's just like overall reliable. And it gives you like more control in like what you want to do. Whether you want to do stuff from RFF, you want to do stuff from left foot forward, you want to do stuff from back turn. And your opponent has to like keep track of like all of those options. And then they're still trying to like spam when they can't spam right. They can barely rage art, they can barely power cross. So yeah, next time you get a combo, hit them with these options and continue some pressure or get some damage out of it. So that's been the lesson for this video. I've been Frontier. Now see you in the next one. Personally, I love Okizeme. Yeah, it's hard to pass a free FF3, which we're gonna do now. We're gonna do the LFS3 to Oki. You're gonna add this to your arsenal? Yeah, this Tekken 7 stuff. Classic Tekken 7 stuff. You can't get Rage Arted if you do LFS3 too. Flash, probably, but you can't get Rage Arted. You can only get Power Crushed if you do FF3 after LFS3 too. But yeah, if it's a matter of timing, then just practice, ain't it? Hello, Keenan. Do I like this more than LFS3 too? I just like changing a lot of stuff up. But if you really want to force the opponent to like guess, then just do LFS3 too. And you can still block after a whiff. You can block after a whiff after also RFF DF3. Like they can't punish you for that. The one that's a little bit risky is the back turn one. Everything else is more or less fine. But yeah, let's do the next lesson already. I'm gonna take another Tic Tac. Sugar. Just sugar, alright. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to another Wall Okizeme video here in Talon 101. And yes, we need to cover this new thing. This hella good situation after a combo. So yes, this is one of Hwoarang's new wall combos, LFS3-2, and your instant follow-up is FF3. And if the opponent does get up that way, they get hit. And if they just simply back quick roll, which is like their main option to block, well, that means they're waking up into +6. And this is a bad spot to be in +6 against Hwoarang at the wall. It's not great. They really gotta guess they're gonna be forced to press their power crush, their rage out, and so on. It's like, speaking of which, yeah, they probably want to press their button, right? So let's check. Can the opponent get out of this situation? So I'm gonna key charge right here so I can get hit. 1, 2, and I'm gonna press power crush. Oh. So they can get out with a power crush. Alright, so it's just like they have one defensive option to get out. Is there another defensive option they can get? Can I mash? I tried mashing jab. That does not work. I'm gonna wake up into back 1, right? I'm gonna wake up into back 1. No, you see, Hwoarang evades. Like, at least you get out of the wall. So, like, if that's one of their main objectives, then cool. Same thing, I'm gonna do up back 2. It moves a little bit. So the last thing is, so that's evasive moves, right? And trying to do a fastest move, which is the standing jab. So let's just check rage. So, because if rage art can go in, then it's just like the FF3 follow-up is in trouble, right? So key charge again. Hwoarang gets the launch. I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna mash Rage Art. I didn't get it that time. I'm gonna make sure to get it this time. Yeah, did you see that? Hwoarang was about to do his Rage Art animation, but then the FF3 hit him. So that's great. So no panic option can beat you, fastest option can beat you, and only a power crush can beat you. That's good Oki. Really, really good Oki. So now we're gonna go through pretty much every option now. And of course, as you know, like if you spike them with running 3, RFF back to 443, all of this disappears. Or at least 3 out of the 4 options disappear. So you're only left with back quick roll for the most part. And if they do back quick roll, that means they're blocking to a mix-up. Because if they don't back quick roll, right? And they try to, let's say they do one of these, right? Stand up, wake up. It's gonna look like this. And they get hit. Like, is that worth it to them? Probably not. That's not a good spot. So like they're forced to like back quick roll. And right, power crushes beat you. So it's like, what do I pair up FF3 with? So it's just like you ask yourself, what beats power crushes? So power crushes lose to grabs and lows. Alright, we have a really good low. Yeah, down back 4 is a really good low because down back 4 hits grounded. And okay, down 3-4 also if you want to take that risk. So like take your pick if you want to do down 3-4 or down back 4 after. To like mix it up with your opponent. So I'm gonna do down back 4 right now. I mean, they block it. You're -1. They gotta think about right Parabellum kicks. They gotta think about RFS back 4. So they're still not safe in that situation, including a Flying Eagle. And then that's gonna wall splat. Yeah. Because if you do down 3-4, right, and they do block it, ever since version 1.5, this would be launch punishable. So if they do have the punish, you're pretty much gonna pay the price for it. But if they go for a consistent punish, they go for a wall standing 4, a down jab, you're like, oh, okay. So it's back to the good old days. So just to show you, we're gonna go through all the options. So the back quick roll, right? So you saw that for the 3 options. Now we're gonna do it for pretty much everything else. So I'm gonna start with FF3 first, then down back 4, and then down 3-4. So stand up, right? Like if you just don't know what to do, just end on LFS 3-2, and man, watch the magic fly, because it's just unlimited cheese. And it's like, what's your opponent gonna do? They can't do anything. It's just like, I have to back quick roll and power crush. It's literally their only answer. And they have to play that 50-50 game with you if you do down back 4 or down 3-4, which is not in their favor. I wouldn't say it's in their favor at all. So everything is, as you can see, losing. Not a single wake-up option they can do except one. And they gotta take that, that's 50-50 guess. This is not even including like other options. This is as basic a 50-50 Oki you can get. A mid and a low. So one last, going on, oh, second to the last, right? Stand up. So I did say it was going to be down back 4. And okay, they flip over. That's even worse. So they flip over. That could be a potential back 3 or another FF3. That's a bad spot for them. Wake up backwards. 3-2. Yeah, it's another bad spot. They're just like, okay, I can just FF3 or down back 4 and I'm always gonna have a really good situation. So they either flip over. This is like one of the worst spots to be in Oki. Face up. Head towards facing the opponent. It's one of the worst. Because it severely limits the number of ways they can get up safely. Down back 4 again. Wake up low. 1-2. Consistent. Yeah, there's no what do you call this? No counter hit launch. But I mean, you can live with that. Because the situation you're getting after it, it's just so good. It's like, Frontier, you didn't press a button after that. Yeah, it's gonna look like this for the most part. So 3-2, down back 4, another down back 4. And then now if you had Heat active, well, they're pretty much dead, right? So now we're gonna move to down 3-4. Now down 3-4 would lose to more options because in left foot forward this does not hit grounded compared to right foot forward and left flamingo stance. But it's still a solid option to implement should you want to. And they wake up to that, by the way. So if they're not gonna like wake up, stand up into down back, then they're gonna have to like deal with +8, which is a pretty tough ordeal. And you don't even have to like RFS F4 anymore. Like, you can just go straight for your 16 frame mid. So like that looked punishable. So let's see if there's another RFS option that could win here. Gotta go faster. So RFS 4 is our fastest mid in RFS. Nope. They're safe. But at that point, then you can just like cancel with RFS up 4 and then you're fine. So side roll left. Down 3-4. Again, you're still at an advantage if they press a button as they get up. That RFS D at 4. Much is gonna give you as much cheese as possible. Right, I did the wrong combo. My muscle memory said do the Tekken 7 combo. No, we do the Tekken 8 combo here. Now we move to wake up mid kick. 1, 2. Down 3-4. Oh, that's a counter hit, by the way. Right, so again, they're waking up to the second kick, right? So as they wake up to that second kick, and that turns into a counter hit. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. So I'm gonna try to demonstrate it here. Yeah. That's way too much damage. Too much. To wake up low kick now. Into the floor. Okay. So you lose to wake up low. That's fine. Again, if this was Tekken 7, that was going to be a launch on counter hit. And just like, you paid the price for going for this kind of Oki. So that's not the only one. So wake up low and recovery kick. But let's just check with spring kick. If that's consistent. It's consistent. So that's 3 options. But if they do the wake up mid, or if they stand up and press a button, yeah, well, they're in trouble. Big trouble. So like this Oki, right, is just way too good to ignore. Like, you don't even have to do it off like LFS 3-2. Like, this can still be done off 3-3-2 and you can still get exactly the same results. Or if you want to do it off, let's say 3-3 forward into 3-2, right? It's fine. Or up 3 into LFS 3-2. Like, it's so cheesy. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, the fact that Hwoarang got his master's chop. Who knew it was gonna turn into like one of his bread and butter Okis, simply because it limits the opponent's options and like they're forced to take a +6 or they're forced to deal with what do you call this? Down back 4. Because the only way they can get out is pretty much a power crush. Yeah. So it's also really easy to remember. Like compared to what do you call this? The LFS 3F4 Oki, wherein you had like so much freedom to do whatever you wanted. Here it's just like, yeah, simple is best. So again, that's all the cheese I have for this lesson. There's going to be one more Wall Okizeme video after this. For now, then there'll be another set of Oki in the future, maybe. In the meantime, again, I've been Frontier, and thank you for watching. Don't say good, they might nerf it. We have to have some good things, right? So that's how you know your character has stuff. Because if it's all bad, then it's just like, you're not a character. Hello, Fidelio. Have you ever won a match? I've never won a tour, but I've won a match. But you don't feel like... You don't feel... Yeah. I've had those moments. But then you still won. So you have to recognize the fact that a win is still a win. But you have to tell yourself, I'm playing like trash, but I still won. So I gotta course correct it in the next set. Quickly. Because you already know you're playing bad. You know how it's great, Oki, T7 Hayachi? Yeah, when he follows up with FF2, right? And then you flip over. And then he could just like get like, what was it? He could just like, English. He could get like a down 3. And I was like, if you press the button, you died. Yeah. And then you could also like just wake up to an F4. Crazy. I really want to win instead of enjoying the process, which makes me impatient. But again, there's nothing wrong with flowcharting. What matters is how you're adjusting to the opponent's reactions. Because you will have flow charts. Because there are certain options you're allowed to do when you do certain things. Based on the frame data, the move properties, stuff like that. Because you could be going for the win. And it's just like, okay, apply the right option. Win the rock, paper, scissors. Which is, I guess, part of the process, right? I guess that's more subject to interpretation. But just like, always be aware of like how the opponent is reacting. So I guess that will keep you more grounded in that sense. Because it's just like, oh, okay, they did this, they did this. They're blocking more. I've done it like 4 times in a row already. They're still blocking. Okay, I have enough data on hand that the next time I do, what do you call this? The next time I do 3-3-2, I'm gonna down back 4 or down 3-4 already instead of FF3 because they've been blocking this like 4 times. They're choosing the safest option. They're not even doing a power crush. So I'm just gonna like not deal with like giving them a second interaction because they can survive here on the second interaction. So I'm just gonna like take away that and go straight to the first interaction and down 3-4. The only issue is just rushing it, right? Don't rush it. Because when you rush it, that's when it becomes a problem. The review helped? Bet. I'm glad it helped you out, honey. You don't enjoy Tekken as much as it be. You will find the enjoyment eventually. Or not eventually, it'll find you again. You're like, damn, this game's hella fun. Again. I mean, that's why I'm playing it also. If I didn't find it fun, I wouldn't be playing it. Even if it's still like a love-hate relationship. Don't worry about yapping, bro. We can't have a live stream if nobody yaps. Alright, time for me to do the last lesson. It depends on how you're spending your time long. The time spent is important. Oh well, what you're doing in that time is what's important. So like, let's say you practice throw breaks for like 20 minutes every day, then that's good. That's good ways to like spend your time because now like over time your throw breaks are gonna get better because like you can recognize the arms, right? And then for as long as like you're trying to like just practice stuff and like basically you're mindful of what you're doing, right? For as long as you're like mindful and like aware of like what you want to do, then yeah, an hour a day is gonna be good enough to like get progress like over time. It will build up. It accumulates, right? Like you don't have to have like 10 hours or 8 hours of practice. Like I sometimes, if I think about it back to university, sometimes I got to play Tekken and sometimes I just didn't get to play Tekken. So it was like inconsistent at times based on like my workload. Does back 3 after LFS 3-2? Yeah, it would. But what do you call this? They can block. Oh no, wait. You're talking about side roll? Let's check. Oh, it should hit. Yeah, no. Remember, the only thing they can do is back quick roll. They can't do anything else. So for the most part, if you're gonna throw out back 3 here and they back quick roll, they hold back, you died. Since nothing else works for the most part. Like if they have to to block the next option. Okay. Let's do it. Last lesson. For the 9th Talon 101. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to Talon 101. This is the third way you probably would end a combo. And that's on the classic, while standing 4-4. Yeah, this is like all the way back. This is a throwback to Tekken 5, Tekken 4, even Tekken 6. Hey, actually, even in Tekken 7 as well. Because there's a new ender you can do. Yeah, it always involves RFF DF3, doesn't it? So yeah, you saw it there. RFF DF3 is one of the things you can do for while standing 4-4 Oki. And if you do remember this classic Oki, RFF3 was like your main option. Why was RFF3 your main option? Because if the opponent did stay on the floor, right? They didn't want to tech. RFF3 hits grounded. And the only way you could beat RFF3 is if you did a side roll left. So just to showcase that here, a side roll left, that's when you lose. But basically, if they do any other option besides side roll left, they lost. Or they were waking up into blocking RFF3. And if they wake up into block RFF3, right? Well, number one, you could hit them with this. The RFF3 4 forward cancel. Or RFF3 4 forward cancel, right? And hit them with RFS F4. Or just hit them with RFF3 and they're thinking about like, oh, maybe it's RFF3 4. Or RFF3 4 forward. Because you're trying to like continue stealing your turn. Or like to have more offense on Oki. And RFF3 by itself on block is still not bad. You're only -4. So at -4, you could still do some really cheeky things. Since you go back to left and forward with like back 1, F3, slide 3. Even a power crush. Much more so in Tekken 8 with the power crush. So since RFF3 was kind of like the cornerstone of like this Oki, down back 4 became its best friend. Because down back 4 also like hits grounded, and the only way down back 4 was pretty much losing was that if they teched and they blocked it, right? But if they were like going to stand block here, then they get hit by it, and then you go +1, and then they have to like worry about RFS F4, RFS 2, and if they stay in place, that could become an RFS down 4, and now you lock them with RFS back 2. Yeah, it's pretty troublesome. So if those are the other two options, like what else can you pair up while standing 4-4 with? Well, interestingly, you can also do RFF down 3 because RFF down 3 now hits grounded. So like if they stay on the floor, right, and they do nothing, throwing out RFF down 3, and like if you go through like down 3-4, you can still hit them with RFS options that will catch them as they wake up, or you do the RFF down 3, and then now you have the back turn mix up. Like you can hit them with a plasma blade, you can hit them with back turn 3, and if they wake up, you can hit with the fox step into a grab, or just like straight up grab, right? And that's gonna be a command throw. They're gonna have to break it with 1+2. It's pretty tough. And the only way they beat this is the same way they beat down back 4. They got the tech roll and block it. So it's just like, okay, what happens if they start focusing on the lows and they don't want to like get hit by RFF3? Well, then that's when you can ask for plus frames in RFF back 2. And the only way RFF back 2 loses in this situation is that if the opponent side rolls. And I believe even if they do side roll, well, you're still recovering ahead of them. Which means you could do something like this, wherein your RFF back 2 whiffs, you see them side roll, they wake up to RFF DF3. And yes, speaking of RFF DF3, that is the last thing, or one of the last things I would recommend that you can do, because man, does it hit so low. It's so low. So now you have like 5 options to cycle through after you end the combo on while standing 4-4. Yeah, it's probably not the best ender, but if you have less amount of hits, or like you only have a few hits to use in the combo, or you were pretty far, and it was like a low wall slump, and you crouch dash into while standing 4, that's gonna hit. Because you won't be able to get, what do you call this? LFS 3-2 from that range. You wouldn't be able to get 3-3-2 in that range, right? That was 3-3-3. I meant to show 3-3-2. You wouldn't get that in that range. And since it was already like a low wall splat or whatnot, you can't, what do you call this? 3F4. So that's where the wall standing 4-4 comes in. And she's like, okay, I sacrifice damage compared to those two options, but I still get really good Oki. So, of course, we're gonna go through all the options. But yeah, this, I believe, for the most part, the ground techniques, they don't activate. So we're gonna leave the ground technique here, the tech roll left. And just like RFS avoid 3, if you do spike them, well, all of this are gone. It's just gone. All of it. Compared to like, if you spike them with running 3, then they'll have a back quick roll. So you can safely ignore this, and we're gonna stay with all wake ups. So again, I'm gonna start with a RFF 3 first. So DF1 down 2. And they're blocking that. But of course, again, you have a whole mix up as mentioned earlier at -4. So still pretty tough to deal with for the opponent. And if they wake up backwards, they get hit. Same thing with the front roll, which again makes it a solid option to run. And again, even if it whiffs, you're still ahead. You can still check them. So you don't really find yourself at a disadvantage for the most part, ever. Like Hwoarang's always okay when it comes to hitting the opponent as they wake up after a combo. And it's the one thing you should take full advantage of, because this is where he's gonna get a lot of his damage. Most especially if like it was rare to get a combo to begin with. We're gonna cycle through now. This is gonna be RFF DF3. And wow, they're just waking up to that. Just waking up to the +1. And a potential wall splat as well. A potential wall splat for extra damage. So guaranteed hit, and then you can like probably do another down back 4 there to follow up. The side roll, it's probably because of the wall, that's why it loses. Because here on side roll, right, yeah, it does lose. But again, they can't punish you as you wake up. You're fine, you're completely fine. Now the wake up mid, say hello to pretty much a lot of damage, and then you still get them to wake up like this. Yeah, they're probably dead already. They're probably dead. It's over. So wake up low kick now. DF3, same story. Recovery kick. DF3. Yep, the opponent is always getting hit here. Very few options can beat this. Now we're gonna go back up. Go back to the next option. The other mid that you can pair up in this scenario. Yeah, that's right. So if you don't want to go -4, you don't go +1, you can now go +5 apparently as the opponent wakes up. So you get an extra 1 frame of advantage. And since it hits low enough as they tech, well, at that point, they can only, what do you call this? Side roll to avoid you. Side roll or stay on the floor. But again, you still have frames to work with here. It's not the end of the world at all. They sent down back 4. That would certainly meet whatever button they press there. RFF back 2. Not a counter hit, but again, you take those extra hits. Always take those extra hits. Now that's a counter hit, and that's going to be like a follow-up into an FF3 or a back 3 or a right plasma blade. And just watch the damage pretty much add up. Spring kick. Ooh. My notepad does not say that you're supposed to lose there. It is apparently consistent enough. So at which point, if I'm unable to beat this, it means you lose to 2 options instead of 1. Which is fine. At least it's not a knockdown into Oki. Yes, they get plus frames, but it means you can still block, you can still power crush back 1. Not the end of the world. So 2 options if you do RFF back 2. But hey, RFF DF3 and RFF3, they still gotta be worried about that. So it's like, do they spring kick or not? Now we're gonna go to down back 4. DF1, down 2. Down back 4. Yeah, they get hit there. Wake up backwards. Down back 4. They flip over. That's the worst place to flip over, because that's more OP for Hwoarang. And the opponent just straight up will be in trouble at that point. Side roll, right? Wake up mid kick. Of course, that counter hit was not a standing counter hit. It was a low counter hit. This one's a standing counter hit. So if you did have Heat active, that is a free right to Parabellum kicks or RFS F4. And the opponent is in a lot of trouble. So now let's activate tech rolls again, just to be sure on like what gets activated and what doesn't get activated. The opponent got up early. Is that because of stand up? Yes, so it would seem. But yeah, so they just wake up into blocking your down back 4. And that's fine. So one last option to check here, which is RFF down 3. And yeah, they are taking that. Them in a, again, pretty bad spot. Bring the block all just to be sure. We're now over at front roll. RFF down 3-4. Still hits. That's still more OP for you, the Hwoarang player. While standing 4-4. That's still really, really good. RFF down 3-4 again. Like the opponent, just like, damn it, they don't want to be on the floor anymore at that point. That's standing, and that's like big plus frames that you can just freely use at your disposal. Second to the last wake up kick, and you trade. Yes, you trade, and the opposing Hwoarang goes +10, but that's not a +10 they can use there. And spring kick as well wins here. That's fine. Let them have it, because you still have down back 4 and you still have RFF3 and RFF-DF3, and if they're hesitating a lot, well, that's where your RFF back 2 comes into play. So good old classics be working out very easily here. It's like, I want to spike them not face down. I want to spike my opponent face up. And then they got to deal with pretty much all these options. So the classics, very, very reliable here. So just force the opponent to pretty much block, right? Because they can't, for the most part, react with a button. So this is a recording, and I'm gonna see if Hwoarang can press a button. Nope, I got hit. I'd have to side roll that one, right? So side roll, and no, I'm not punishing that, not at all. Can't even like wake up into a rage art either. Speaking of rage art, gotta make sure that rage is in place. Charge. And I tried to wake up to a rage art. It is what it is. I'm now gonna press up to stand up. Yeah. One last try. See if you can avoid it with a rage art. No, you cannot. What about a power crush, right? Power crush. I'm gonna press up. Nope. So challenges pretty much out the window as well. So yeah, you can choose whether you want to like end combos on LFS 3F4, if you want to end on the amazing LFS 3-2. But yeah, the classics, they do their job, and the newcomer, really, really strong. And the old school still as reliable as ever. So these are the 3 wall combo samples, wall Okizeme samples for now. Again, I have been Frontier, and thank you for watching. Okay, I'm good. I just gotta download this VOD later. How do you deal with Lily as Hwoarang? You do your homing moves. So let's get Lily here, right? And you need to use moves that track in certain situations. So just know your frame data for the most part. So you have to know when you're +5, when you're +3, when you're +7, when you're +8, stuff like that. You really want to like force Lily to like not be able to step. So let's say so sidewalk's like the one that's gonna avoid a lot of stuff. So let's say sidewalk left, right? Because our left is like terrible. And let's say we are let's say we're +5. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's pretty tough. But down back 4 still hits. And it's kind of like what you want to do. Or you can follow them. But mainly, you want to use moves that will track in that situation. So sidewalk left is just really, really tough for us. But if you turn that into sidestep left, right? Then that's when F1+2 hits. And that's when DF2 hits. But if they are sidewalking left, your answer is pretty much just down back 4 and DF4. You want to throw as many like homing moves as you can. So you see if like the Lily wants to like challenge first. So you can throw out like your safe DF1, regardless if they're gonna step it or not. And then if they show that they're stepping, then that's when you hit them with moves that track towards that side. For as long as hopefully they're not doing sidewalk left, which is gonna make it really, really tough. And then after that, that's when you can like follow them or just continue to like use those options. Like never try to like overextend your pressure, because that's a bad idea against Lily, because she can like easily backdash, hop kick, Matterhorn, or sidewalk Hwoarang pressure. And not to mention power crushes as well. You want to play like really, really compact when you're fighting Lily, until they show you what they're doing. So for as long as you don't have knowledge on the opponent, play as extremely safe as you can. So like, see, if you put this to sidewalk right, the F1+2 still hits at +5. It's very, very important. Now if you're like at 0 and they're sidewalking towards the right, it's just like, what's the low that hits here? And so far, it doesn't look like we have a low at 0. So the next time you're 0 on block, right? You'd have to choose to like sidestep instead, or just like backdash, and then that's when like you realign with them, or you do a forward dash, right? You forward dash and then now you realign. So you kind of just want to like do death by 1,000 cuts. You don't want to go for like super, super big mix-ups. You just want to go for the stuff that will prevent them from doing the thing that would beat Hwoarang in that situation. Yeah, pretty much. Stretch. Okay, so if you have any questions about that cursed swordsman, just let me know. Yeah, my eyes are shutting down, man. It's closing. Turning off. Sugar. It's helping a little bit, just a little bit. But I guess it's not enough to keep me up. Good thing I'm done with the lesson already. How long has this been? 3 hours and 30? Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll start packing up already, but if anyone else has a question, just let me know. If you don't, well, by the time I finish packing up, if there's none, I'll end stream. Let's reset this back so that my settings are still okay. Yes, they're fine. Okay, main menu. Okay, I guess that wraps up the 9th Talon 101. Can you show me low punish with down 2-3? Who's down 2-3? Are you talking about lost down 2-3? Low punish? Hwoarang doesn't have a down 2-3, so I assume you're referring to a different character. Let me know which character. Or is that supposed to be down 3-4? I just need it specified. And then I'll show it for the most part. For as long as I know what it is. You can punish basically moves that are negative 15 with while standing 2-3. So for as long as a move is negative 15 on block, then you can punish them with while standing 2-3 for a launch. And if there's like room in between a string, then yeah, that's when you can do while standing 2-3 as well. Like that could be like strings like I'm gonna use the keyboard for this one. So like strings, like let's say, what's a obvious high string? Okay, yeah, let's use Brian. So if Brian does something like down 2-3, then that's like a low high string that you could duck and then like use while standing 2-3 to punish. So we're gonna record Brian doing that. And the next thing I need him to record is a basic standing 4 or FC4 rather. So that's one way to punish the move with while standing 2-3. Whether you get hit by down 2-3 or Brian's down 2-3, right? Down 3-2, right? Down 3-2, you can still punish it because it doesn't jail. And if you do block it, you just wait for the punch to go and then you're good to go. Because if you try to punch it, you try to press while standing too early as the punch is coming out, you can't punish it. So you have to wait for the punch to go. Now if you do block something that's like negative 15, again, FC4 is negative 15, then you get the launch punish while standing 2-3. So it's a good number, a few lows in this game that are negative 15, so it's good that Hwoarang has a launcher for it. And that they, what do you call it? They fix the move. Yeah, so just let me know if that answers your question. Because I am ready to shut down. I'm ready to hit the sack. I bet. And much thanks to all those who dropped by and or stayed the whole way. I guess streams will get scheduled sometime by tomorrow or Monday, but I will not be available. There'll be no live streams on Sunday and Monday for the most part. Those are usually my days off for this. But yeah. Again, I've been Frontier. And thank you for watching.